morning, everyone. Welcome to our Fall 2024 Charter College Commencement Ceremony. We're super excited to have you guys here tonight. So first off, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Angela Carey. I am the Eastern Washington Regional Campus Manager. And very, very, very proud of every single graduate sitting in front of me. It's been a long, crazy journey with you guys, and it's been amazing. And I'm so very proud of you. You know, it's been a long time coming, and there's been a lot of excitement and a very crazy journey to get you guys here. And all of the dedication and all of the hard work, the sacrifices, the laughter, the tears. It's been a lot of it, but you did it. You stayed the course, you found your why, and you kept striving onward and upwards through this whole thing, and here we are today. Congratulations, you guys. Give them a round. All right, if everyone would please rise for the national anthem, please. Everyone, please be seated. So first off, I'd like to introduce some of the individuals that we have on the stage tonight. We have your student success coach, Miss Brandy Inglesby. And of course, those amazing instructors of you guys. You know, guys, as I look out at you guys, and I remember every single one of you, your first day in class, charter welcome, and the look of fear, the deer in the headlight gaze that almost every single one of you had, the nerves, the self-doubt, just really not sure if you had made the right decision. And then something magical happened over the course of all of those months. There was this amazing metamorphosis, watching you guys transform from those deer in the headlights to all of these amazing, competent, highly skilled, confident, and self-assured graduates sitting in front of me today. And I applaud you guys, and I know how hard every single one of you worked to get to this point. And you found your why in the beginning, and you stuck with it, and you're here. And remember charter welcome, I said, you know, it's going to seem like an eternity. You guys thought it was going to take forever, and I told you, it's going to pass in the blink of an eye. And it did, didn't it? Yes, it did. And you know, it was an amazing experience watching the light turn on, the growth that happened in every one of you. And that's why we do what we do, to see that light turn on in every single one of you. So now we're going to hear from some of our lovely student speakers. So first, I want to invite one of our dental assisting students who worked so diligently despite a lot of speed bumps and obstacles that came her way. But she stayed the course, and she did it. Ms. Brianna Campos.
Hello, family, friends, and graduates. It's an honor to stand here before you all. I would like to start off by saying, wow, I honestly cannot believe I made it. I faced many challenges during my time here at Chartered College, but one thing I always knew was that I was going to finish, and that was it. I'll take you guys a few years back. I always knew I wanted to be a mom, and that was the only goal on my list. Although becoming a mom has been the best thing in my life, you always want to keep yourself happy so you don't lose yourself in motherhood. In 2023, I realized I didn't have nothing going on for myself or to show my son inspiration. I had nothing, and it was a really hard year for my family and I. So I just started Googling programs I could do, and I found Charter College for DA. I emailed them, and everything else was quick. I've never felt so proud of myself because I was a full-time employee, a full-time mom, while attending school in the evenings. It wasn't easy, and I wasn't on Dean's list every month, but I did my best through many challenges. If I can do it, I know everyone else can. I'm so proud of all of us, especially working mothers attending school. You guys are rock stars, and this is a great inspiration to show your children. Thank you to my instructors, my good friend Ashley, my parents, my 2 cheerleaders, my son, and my boyfriend. Si se puede. Thank you, everyone.
So next, I would like to invite one of our rock star medical assisting students. She was phenomenal in her role as a federal work study student as well. And I can't tell you how proud of this young lady I am. She set the bar really high for the guys in her program, and she kept them on their toes. Let me tell you what. So, Ms. Brenda Medina Benuelos.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to one of the most pivotal times of our lives, our college graduation. This moment represents one of our hard-won accomplishments during our lifespan. With hard work, discipline, dedication, sacrifices, hopes, and dreams, we have seen this journey to its end. Cheer us on as we undertake a new beginning. Give us words of encouragement and tell us hard truths when we need them. Indeed, we are who we are because we have you in our lives, and in one way or another, you have influenced us. I am full of joy as I look across this room and I see all of our peers gathered here in support of us. Thank you. It's truly a blessing. I stand here in front of you representing the HVAC in our trade, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. As I chose a career path, I had to consider many things, including where I was currently in life and where I wanted to be. That meant I needed to gather tools and knowledge that would get me there. I am 35 years old, a wife, a mom of 2 teen boys, and all I had before entering college was a high school diploma and no prior experience in this field. But I did have one thing, and that was drive. I carry that until this day. I drive to get a career, that wherever I went around the world, I would be meeting a need and I would be able to get a job. a career that would allow me to earn enough money to help provide for my family and support our plans and dreams. HVAC aligns with that and what I want in the future. I love serving people and making them smile. I like problem solving like Sherlock Holmes, finding clues to solve a problem. And I like working with my hands. I like building, creating, shaping, and forming things that benefit others or bring some sort of happiness. I'm able to do all those things in the HVAC trade. It will open new doors and pathways for me. I will go to places I have never been and meet new people along the way. I have been blessed to have been hired right out of college, and I can happily say that it has been all that my instructor said it would be. They never sugarcoated this trade or hid things from us. They told us what we would face once we were out in the field. They did let us know the pros and cons and gave us advice and choices on how to balance them. It was up to us then to figure out if we would fit them into our lives. I praise them for their leadership and above all, their patience. Having had students like us, they sure needed it. Like with me, with my million questions, sometimes I had to repeat things multiple times before I finally got it, but I got it in the end. I thank them for correcting our bad habits and teaching us good ones. I got out of school as much as I invested in it. And when I needed more, I asked our instructors. They were ready to provide more. I was encouraged and pushed out of my comfort zone to grow my weaknesses and use my strengths to help others. So thank you, teachers, for all your hard work. I will continue to grow as a person and as a tech, surrounded by people who will share their wisdom, stories, and knowledge with me. I can now say I am lucky to work for a great company as Jacobs & Rhodes. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity, welcoming me as a part of your work family, and giving me the chance to grow as an HVAC tech. It was a pleasure, students, to go to college with you. Believe in yourself before anyone does, and never give up on yourselves. You can do whatever you set your minds to. Always ask questions. Lend a hand just like you would like people to lend one for you, and don't be afraid to reach out for help. Thanks.
Thank you, Brenda. That was phenomenal. So next, I have another one of our amazing students. She was a Federal Work Studies student as well for the Medical Assisting Program. And this young lady, as always, strives to go above and beyond in all that she does. And she is devoted as her life to being a phenomenal mom, a phenomenal student, and continues to push herself forward, upwards, onwards, and upwards every single day. Miss Joanne DeSanto.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight as we have come together in celebration of our accomplishments. To my fellow students, do any of you remember your charter welcome and how you were feeling coming into the room and seeing all these people you didn't know for the first time? I remember mine from years ago, as if it had just happened yesterday. But in reality, it's been years and it was hard. I found myself a new mom of 3 children. My daughter Jamie was 3.5 years old. My son Jesse was a toddler, and I had just had my infant son Jace. I felt nervous, overwhelmed, emotional, you name it. As I went into charter welcome, being the only parent there with their children, I felt the nerves raising. It was not long before my kids became the center of attention. Jamie was singing her ABCs, and her brother Jesse goes vroom with his toy car across his stroller. Mind you, Angie was okay with it, as she welcomed them and gave them some more snacks. As we went around the room and continued introducing ourselves, Angie told us we would be getting our first college writing assignment, and it would be due by the end of the day. Our assignment was to complete those Y bubbles. Do any of you remember what you had written on yours? I wrote on mine that I want to show my children, no matter how hard things get in life, you can always do what you want. Many of the other students decided to share theirs and said, I want to make money so I can stop asking my parents for money when I went to go buy something, or that they would be the first person in college to go to school from their family. You see, I grew up in a home where my mom had to tell and show my siblings and I how she faced her own troubles and challenges on her own. I have a special needs brother who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy early on in his age, that everyone in our family became the focal point of taking care of my brother. My mom showed us that with great courage and responsibility that she was able to show her strength and be able to do it all on her own. Her family didn't live close to her like she does with me, so the support was never there for her. She did everything she could in her power to make sure that all of my siblings and I could attend every school function, get to every school game, many of us in extracurriculars at the exact same time, and yet she still managed to find time in her own busy days to work 2 jobs and go to college herself and became an RN. So I thought if she could do it, why couldn't I, as I was a new mom of my 3 children. Before I knew it, I was on my journey to the charter college the first time. In a blink of an eye, not only did I find myself completing my first college program as as medical assistant office personnel, I also completed a second program in just a short time and got my AA in applied science in billing and coding. With having both of those degrees or certificates behind me, I thought it was time to take a break so that I could be home with my children since they were so little. Ironically, this is when COVID pandemic had struck, and everything shifted from going remote to non-existent. Some of you have remembered your classes, how we had to do virtual learning. My children had to do that the exact same way, and they still had to learn that way. During COVID, I found myself facing multiple challenges along the way. I had lost my grandfather Dewey, was grieving a divorce, and I was also grieving the loss of one of my younger brothers, Ashton. I was finding myself hard to catch my breath. No matter which way I turned, everything seemed to went downhill. It was not long after I had gained my strength back and decided that I wanted to come back to charter for another degree. This time I enrolled in the medical assistant program. Healthcare has always been something in my dreams. I just always kept putting it on the back burner so that I can take care of my family or my friends or do something else in my life. I always had my mom and my husband with me, supporting me along the way. Despite the numerous days of frustration, they saw my hard work and dedication. You all saw it too. I was working at the college as a photo work study student in between my 1 or 4 classes weekly, maintaining my grades, and working for Cadillac. In between everything, I was also raising my 4 children. I didn't have very much support. My support system was what kept me going and my whys. As you guys leave here tonight, I want you to remember back to your own why. Did it change along the way? Do you still feel the same as you did when you first started with charter and how you are today? Is it something that is standing in your way that's going to pursue you from anything you want to do in your life? Remember, if at first you don't succeed, try again. With hard work comes great rewards. It's not easy. It's not just given to us. You have to work for it. You are capable of many things in life. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't be the reason you say, I can't, and be the reason I say, I can. Go for those dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. So lastly, I am extremely honored to introduce our Fall 2024 Commencement keynote speaker. This individual was elected to serve as Franklin County District Judge starting in January of 2023. After serving as a criminal defense attorney for over 13 years, she is a native Tri-Citian, raising her 3 children here with her husband. Throughout her career, she has been a strong advocate for social justice issues, and her involvement in the community is extensive. And this amazing lady also continues to volunteer and serve in other areas of the community as well. So please welcome the Honorable Franklin County District Court Judge Trinity Orosco.
Excited to be here. Who's proud of some people here? I could tell because I couldn't find a parking space. So thank you for inviting me to be here. I was here in April, and I was nervous then. I'm nervous now. I don't probably act like it because I'm used to being in front of people, but still the nerves get going. I kind of try to figure out what I'm going to talk about, and it's always hard to think about it. So I'm just going to give you my story and kind of give you some information about where we started and where we're going and where you're starting and where you can go. But before I get started, I want to ask you all a few questions. You don't have to raise your hands if you don't want to, but you can. Who here is a parent? And who has been taking care of family members, parents, grandparents, cousins? Now, who missed sleep in order to study? Most of you should raise your hand at this point. Who's first generation in their family seeking higher education? Something to be proud of. Who has declined to attend an event because you had to study? Birthday parties, events, yep. Who feels like they've achieved their goals because of the support of everyone you have here? And who is considering continuing their education? Finally, who consumed way too much caffeine the last couple of years? Yep. Everyone. So I'll tell you a little about my story, and you can see where my hands would have gone up in those questions. Throughout high school, everyone always asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't understand why they ask that question because you're still in high school and you have no idea. But of course I knew, because when you're in high school, you know everything. And I said, I'm going to be an OB nurse because I wanted to take care of babies and I wanted to help people. It wasn't really that deep, I just wanted to take care of babies, I think. I never considered being a doctor because how could I do that? That seems like a lot, right? Going to be a doctor, that's a lot of school. The summer after high school, I got pregnant. And it turns out I'm not a good pregnant person. I get tired and sick and whiny, I don't feel good. But I decided I'm still going to school, so I went to CBC and I sent it for nursing. I registered and I tried to power through, but biology was not my subject. And it was a night class, and nobody likes night classes. I fell asleep in class. I left class. I got sick in class. But this is where the story gets good. After a couple of weeks of class, I made my appointment with my advisor, and I said, what am I going to do? I'm crying. I can't do this. This is awful. I've ruined my life. And he was a grumpy, jaded old man that said, yep, you ruined your life. You better figure it out. He said, you have two options right now in our school. You can be a secretary or you can do paralegal. And being a paralegal sounded exciting because I was watching Ally McBeal at the time. Does anybody know Ally McBeal? So I decided I'm going to be real life Ally McBeal. Turns out I excelled in paralegal classes. They were at night, and yet I still did a really good job there. I worked for an amazing attorney who took me under her wing and gave me responsibilities that I thought were not possible for myself, and she believed in me. After I graduated with my paralegal degree, and a number of attorneys suggest I take the law program. Does anybody know what that is? You can get your bachelor's degree, and then you can study under an attorney and become an attorney without going to law school. You can take the test, and if you pass, you're an attorney. I looked into that, but I thought I was going to move out of state, never did that, and I decided I'd just go to law school instead. If anybody's interested in the law clerk program, it's still available, and I think there's more options. We need attorneys. I decided to go back to school, went to CBC, finished my A, because you don't get that in paralegal. Then I went to WSU Tri-Cities to earn my BA, again, night classes. I had one shot at attending law school. I had to go to Gonzaga. My husband at the time lived here. We had a child. He couldn't move. That was the closest law school. Family in Spokane said, we'll help you. so it was going to be a perfect fit. But then in the summer of 2004, I signed up to take the October bar, and then found out I was pregnant again. To answer my grandma's question, always, yes, I know how that happens. I was a few months pregnant when I took the LSAT, and I was sure my life was over. Sick, tired, powering through, but I was determined this time because I knew I could do it. I got my LSAT results. I filled out one law school application. I mailed that in, I prayed, and they said, success, you can enter as long as you pass your next courses. But then another snag happened. On a Thursday, I gave birth to my daughter, who's sitting over there. And then on Monday, I had to go back to finals. I passed, and I started law school with a 4-month-old baby and a 7-year-old son. I struggled to be a mom, a student, a teacher, a granddaughter. I cried in the closet because nobody wants your kids to see you cry. But I kept pushing. And after completing in 9 years, which most people do in 7, I was done with school. Let's not really look at the fact that I could have been a doctor had I just stuck with it. It's surreal to me now that I'm speaking to you as a judge. Judge was not on my bucket list. It was nothing I intended to accomplish. The trajectory of my life changed because one old man did not believe in me, and because one amazing attorney believed I was capable of more than I thought I could do. The reason I did amount to something was because I didn't give up. I stopped listening to people tell me what I couldn't do. Instead, I decided to rely on God and to believe in myself and what I could accomplish. The trajectory of your life may also drastically change. You may want to start a new career after this. You may decide you don't like this anymore. That's okay. You're all here today because you believed in yourself and you didn't give up. You may have taken a non-traditional route. You may have started your education later in life. This may be your second career or third career. You may be a new young parent. You may have taken longer than average to finish school. That doesn't matter. You finished. What we all have in common is that we didn't give up. When things are hard, you didn't give up. When you were tired and needed a break, you didn't give up. When you were too tired to keep studying, you had some caffeine and you didn't give up. Who knows, in 20 years, you might be standing on the stage giving the commencement speech and maybe not being as nervous as I am. But the true message I want to leave with is really cheesy, but we all expected a commencement ceremony, right? Each of you can do anything as long as you keep trying and never give up. As my grandpa used to tell me, when you were walking, or little, walking was hard, but you figured that out. Congratulations to all of you and your accomplishments. It is amazing. I love hearing your stories. You earned this.
Thanks so much, Trinity. So, Charter College would now like to recognize several graduates for additional outstanding performance. So, our graduates that are wearing the gold honor cords, they're being recognized for their outstanding academic performance by maintaining a 3.7 GPA or higher while in school. So all of our graduates with their gold honor cords, please rise, and let's give them a round of applause for that outstanding job. Well done, you guys. That's awesome. All right. So next, our graduates with our green cords. These graduates are being recognized for being employed in their field of study. So all of my graduates with the green employment cords, please rise. And let's give them a big round of applause for their nice job. All right, and then we have veterans cords, so the red, white, and blue cords, signifying any veterans. Do I have, yes, there, I know I have at least one here. Thank you for your service. Let's keep standing then. You can do it the one time. And then I would also like to ask any of our guests with us tonight, if you are a veteran, would you please rise? Thank you for your service. Everyone, thank you so very much. And And then our next are our blue C4L cords. So Charter College has a high school diploma program, which is called C4L. So these students, not only were they working on their degree, but they were also earning their high school diploma while doing all of their college coursework. So all of my blue cords, my C4L graduates, would you please rise? Well done, you guys. Well done. Perfect. All right, and then the President's Award. So you'll see, I'm going to call up to the stage our graduates who are being presented with a presidential medal. This distinction are for our graduates that maintained a 4.0 GPA during the course of their program. So I'm going to call their names and ask them to come to the stage, and let's acknowledge them. Brianna Sani, Brenda Medina Benrose, Tiffany Villa, Jordan Duffield, Ernest Graff, Valen Jimenez Sedano, Marcia Napier, Barbara Sedano Casas, and Yair Nagrete, and Alexander Villanueva. Thank you, guys. So now, on behalf of Charter College, on behalf of the faculty of Charter College, we recommend the following candidates for graduation of their respective certificates and/or degrees. So please step forward as I announce your program. So we will begin with presenting diplomas for Bachelor of Science degrees in Business Administration and Healthcare Administration, as well as our associate degrees in Associate of Allied Health, Associate of Applied Technology, Associate of Business Administration, Associate of Business Management, and Associate of Medical Billing and Coding.
All right, first up, we have Mackenzie Parker. I would like to thank my husband, family, and children for supporting me, especially mom and dad. Luz Mendoza. I'd like to thank God and my family for believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. Mainly my sister for being my personal Google and Wikipedia when I need her. Love you all. Timbra Beckham. James Tompkins. I've come a long way, ups and downs, highs and lows. I still have a journey ahead of me, and I'm ready for the road ahead. This is a new beginning. Thank you to all supporting me along the way. Pablo Soto, thank to my family.
All right, next we will begin presenting the degrees for the certificates for the following programs. Our certificate in Business Office Administration, certificate in Dental Assisting, certificate in Health Unit Coordinator, certificate in HVAC, certificate in medical assistant, and diploma in phlebotomy.
Brianna Sani, first a big thank you to my family, who was by my side the whole time. Second, thank you to everyone at Charter College, and lastly, thank you to all my classmates. Congrats. Leticia Martinez, I want to thank my family for coming to support me today, and thank you to Heidi and Stacy and my classmates for making it a great experience. Elizabeth Garza, thanks to my family and friends. Clara Garcia Balderas, thank you to my family and friends. Nancy Zamora, thank you to everyone who supported me through this part of my life. I love you all so much. Maria Muñez Ramos, thank you to all my friends for their support. Ashley Lopez Garcia, thank you to all who have supported me through my journey. Brianna Campos, this is from my family. I love you. Ana Maria Mendez, this accomplishment was for my family. Thank you all who have always supported me. Love you. Tu Muse, this is for my family and myself. Israel Lopez, shout out to my mom. Edwin Monroy, thanks to my friends and family. Christian Castro Allende, thank you to all my teachers in Charter College. Cristobal Valvida, I want to give all my glory to God. Benjamin Main, thank you for my family who supported me to be where I am today. Alexander Valvina, thank you to my mom and dad and my sisters. Brenda Medina Benuelos, thank you to my husband for your help and support, and above all, thank you, God. Jesus Galato, thank you to all my instructors for helping me show you the way through these 10 months. It wasn't easy, but we made it. Thank you for all the support, family, friends, and loved ones. Jesus and Miguela, just want to say thank you to my wife and kids for putting up with me. Love you. Jose Godinez, I want to give thanks to my parents, sisters for taking care of my son while I went to class in the mornings. They definitely contributed to me being able to graduate today. I am forever grateful. Daniel Enserch, thank you to my friends and family. Xavier Martinez, God bless my mom and my sister and my beautiful girlfriend, Bernice. Could not do it without you. Glory to God. Miguel Palencia, thank my family for supporting me in school. Thank my son for pushing me through. Michael Palencia, thank my dad for going to class with me. Gilberto Chavez, thank you to my friends and family. Ismael Suarez Antonal, thank you, Charter, for this opportunity. Dionisio Gonzalez, thank you to my friends and family. Ezekiel Pineda, thank you to my friends and family. Julia Moncala, shout out Frenchtown Kennels and Little Smoke 808. Sealer Moncola, give a big thanks to my family. Shout out to my nephew, Julio Sealer Moncola. Jaden Maki, thank you, Jaden. Thank you for haters. Thank you, friends. Thank you, family. Thank you, Bugs. And thank you, USA.
America.
Brian Osorio, thank you to my family and friends for all the support. Alan Aragon.
If I tripped on that.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Aaron Sanoponos. Thank you, family and friends. Cody Windman. Shout out to my mom and friends. Eric Gonzalez. I would like to thank my mom and sisters and brothers and my son for being there for me and pushing me to finish. And to my dad, Art Pirosis, and I did it, I love you. Derek Botillo, I want to thank my beautiful family. The struggle was real but necessary. I wouldn't have done it without their support. I love you so much and God bless. Lizette Garcia, I would like to thank my circle of friends and the support and prayers. Sydney Livingston, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my family and friends for being here to support me. Your presence means so much, and I look forward to many more accomplishments ahead. Juan Altamaro, thank you to my friends and family. Ernesto Valencia Lopez, ain't nothing to it, but to set it to it. We love it. Isai Carrera, shout out to my mom and dad and my friends that came to this. This is for you all. Alexis Yarenia, thank you God, thank you family and friends. Sandra Larios, with God, all things are possible. I want to thank my daughters for all their support. Abigail and Juliet. Lydia Ortiz, kids, you'll move mountains, you'll succeed. Guaranteed. Thank you, friends and family. Triana Neal, I want to thank my family and all my friends who have been there for me through this long, stressful, yet rewarding journey. A special thanks to my aunt and uncle, brother, boyfriend, and his parents. This was not possible without you all. Love you. Yeti Trellis, thanks to God first, thanks to all my friends and family for their support. I love you all. Elizabeth Mendoza, I want to say thank you to my mom and dad and daughter for supporting me. Elizabeth Ortiz, my daughter will be adopted. Gabriela Gonzalez Aries, big thanks to my family. Giovanna Solis, thank you to my boyfriend and family. Jocelyn Galbraith, thank you Charter for this easy and amazing experience, and thank you for my family and all my support. I love you. Noreli Perez, thank you to my friends and family. Eliza Jimenez, thank you to my family for all of the support. Jasmine Aguilar, thank you to my parents for all the support. Joanna DeSanto, I would like to thank my mom and dad, husband, and my children for always encouraging me to go after my dreams. Daylin Thomas, all that I am and all that I hope to be, I owe to those who believed in me. Aaliyah Schoonover, thank you to all my friends and family who helped me through this journey. I love you. Martinez Espinoza, Maritza Espinoza, thank you to my family. Isareli Jimenez, thank you to my family for supporting me throughout this accomplishment. To my baby, Mommy did this for you. Chris Mead Chambers, thank you to my husband and my wonderful children who always believed in me. Brandy Pedroza, I would like to say thank you to my awesome instructors, my family for all your support, and my friends for being here to see me fulfill my destiny. Thank you. Kaylee Beltran, thank you to everyone who supported me in my studies. Jessica Romero, I want to give thanks to my parents and family who have supported me through this long journey. Daisy Delgado, thank you to my family and friends for pushing me through this journey. To my teachers who were patient with me, to my sweet boyfriend who made sure I was always on track and always stress-free as possible. Priscilla Chop, thank you to all my family and friends for supporting me and pushing me along the way. And to my loving boyfriend who made sure I stayed on track.
I love you, baby!
Yare Negrete, I want to thank my fiance, Alicia, for pushing me on the days that I wanted to give up. I also want to thank my friends for always being by my side during class. Janelle Barajas, thank you to my family and friends for always supporting me, and to my loving boyfriend for making sure I stayed on track with all of my schoolwork. Valerie Gonzalez, thank you to everybody who supported me through my journey. Elma Jasic, thank you to my family for being here and supporting me. Jordan Duffield, thank you to my amazing family, classmates, and boyfriend for all the support and encouragement. I love you all so much. Marcia Napier, first I want to say thank you to the Lord for being my foundation, along with my amazing husband, Scott, my awesome children, my best friend, Barb, and cannot forget Shayla and Jordan, my classmates, with all the support they all have given me. Shayla Martinez, thank you to my mom and Nero for helping me through everything, and my classmates for getting me through school and being the best people ever.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Awesome job. Give them a round of applause. So guys, my graduates, as you guys reflect on your journey, from where you started in the beginning to where you are today, there's been that transformation. We see it. Your family see it, your friends see it. And it's so reflected in your faces in this moment right now. I'm telling you. So proud of you guys. But you don't ever stop striving onwards and upwards, right guys? This is just the beginning. On to the next challenges. But always remember to believe in yourself, don't give up, and always remember your why. So right now, graduates, could I get you guys to all stand? The graduates, I want you guys to take a look at your instructors. And I want you to take a look at those folks that poured their hearts and souls, pouring out their years of knowledge and expertise, who some days probably wanted to strangle your necks, and other days just hugged you, and loved you to pieces. But they never gave up on you. As long as you were doing your work and doing right, they were right there to push you, motivate you, encourage you, and share with you. So, would you guys, everyone, let's give our instructors a round of applause. Graduates, so I want you guys to look around, turn around in your spot there, and find your family members in the audience. All those people that supported you and encouraged you. Family and friends, be very, very proud, and thank you for all the support and assistance you gave to these graduates to help them to get to this point today. And then lastly, while I got you guys still standing up, I want you guys to take a round and look at your classmates. Remember all of those days and hours and all those months of all the hard work, all the sacrifice, the tears, the laughter. And congratulate each other for the support that you gave each other in this process. All right, guys. So, as campus manager and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Charter College, I am proud to confer the respective certificates and degrees by the power vested in me by the governing board of Charter College, the Washington Department of Education, the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools. It is my right and my privilege to award you guys your respective degrees or certificate with all privileges and rights thereunto. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you your fall graduating class of 2024. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels to the left. You done right? Yeah, done left school. All right, so guests, I would ask all the guests to please remain seated, and we're going to have our graduates go out, and we'll meet you out in the lobby in just a few minutes, okay? So graduates.
Go ahead.